All right, y'all. Welcome to the Flex Zone. This is Andre in the chair for Mikkel. Sitting with me in studio is the usual suspects: Roger, D, Terrell, Byron, Cravante. What's good, fellas?
What it do?
Hello, Drake. Good to see you in the chair, man.
Master Melton there in the chair.
Yeah.
At the graduation, though.
You know, congratulations, man, on your graduation.
Yeah, man. Master Melton, everybody.
Getting that second degree in, you know what I'm saying? Good thing.
2-time.
Thank y'all. I want to thank everybody that actually came out this weekend. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate everything that everybody's been doing. And I also want to thank D as well. We were on the Steiner Show earlier this week and talking a little NBA, Olympics.
The horse racing too, right?
Horse racing too. So it was a little bit of everything. So it's just been an awesome week. Thank God. And we'll see what's next. But this is the Flex Zone and we talk about NBA. So let's get right into it, fellas. We're going to start in the East with the Cavs and the Raptors. What's going on? We're going to start with Byron.
Like I said, we might have a series, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Cleveland. Well, the biggest thing with Cleveland that I've noticed is that, one, they're not hitting the threes like I said would happen because they're not a three-point shooting team. They've gone a little bit cold, and their front court players, Tristan Thompson, Mozgov, Kevin Love, kind of been APP out for him.
How much money they pay him?
Who? Kevin Love?
120?
No, 110. 5-year, 110.
Thompson. How much money they pay him?
Well, they gave him a 1 year qualifying offer.
4 years, $80 million.
Yeah, so.
I mean, we haven't seen.
Like I said,
which he don't deserve.
We haven't seen
absolutely
Mozgov
not.
in a minute,
Absolutely not.
He's in the doghouse.
Is he hurt?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Mozgov.
His pride's
No,
hurt.
he's just not in the rotation.
His pride's hurt. Yeah.
Oh.
So in other words, he got benched.
Yes, he did. He's a cheerleader now.
On the bench.
Literally. It's bad. It's all bad. But I mean, Toronto. I guess Toronto just need to go home. They need to go back to the 6, and it obviously helps because they, dare I say it, dominated the Cavs in Game 3.
They're 7-2 at home throughout these playoffs.
Well, you know, my motto is, with Drake, anything's possible.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my.
So now do we actually have a series?
No.
No, I think we might have a home field advantage series, which means
There we go.
Each team will win at home, so we might drag it to 7.
I hope so.
I think once Cleveland is ready to shift to that gear, it's over.
I mean, wouldn't they have done it by now, though?
But the question is, the guards of Toronto, if they're on, DeRozan and Lowry, I know they struggled, but when they're on, they're as good as anybody in the backcourt.
And they're better guards than what Cleveland.
And if you believe that Kyrie, J.R. Smith are going to be able to stop and contain them, got another thing coming.
What was that word that they used that Kyrie was doing? Not Kyrie. That Lowry was doing. Kyle Lowry was doing. What was that word? He was
Decompressing.
Decompressing. Yes, that helped him actually. He's playing out of his mind right now.
And give a credit to Biyombo up front with no Valanciunas, who's now going to be back. They have a front court that can go big.
He had 26
rebounds.
He out-rebounded the whole front court of the Cavaliers, like I said, so that's a shame that one person who's making, $2 million compared to their $100+ million.
So you would think the Cavaliers will make a shift in the rotation by putting Mozgov in the starting lineup to, avoid another 26-rebound game.
I think his scoring, he's in that scoring right now.
We are talking about a rookie head coach, so
I was going to say it's experience. And
it's a little inexperience.
Always say great coaches
very
make a
Eric
difference.
Spoelstra, right? Like, small ball. Don't really work that much.
I mean, you got to have a personnel to play small
It's a
ball.
copycat league because you know why they're doing that.
LeBron took a lot of Miami back to Cleveland. It shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the flopping especially, right?
Oh, boy.
Definitely when his own teammate hits him.
Yeah, with his own teammate.
And then the referee was like, no one Toronto hit him.
What are you doing? Your own boy hit you.
You're the biggest dude on the court.
Every time he goes to the ground, I'm like, ain't nobody hit you that hard.
That man too big to let a finger send him to the floor.
And he will sell it. He will try his best to sell it.
Just like that heroin.
He tried.
He watched a lot of WWE, I tell you. Watch a lot of WWE.
And that's
he
the
actually
key.
does.
If they're going to win this series, LeBron's going to have to start scoring a little bit more.
He's going to have to be the LeBron that he was back in 2012 against the Boston Celtics because it looks like they took the Raptors a little bit too unlikely, and they doing it in this game too. So
I would be taking them lightly too. I blew them out the first 2 games. So.
But during the regular season, we know it's too different.
I mean, you got
they won 2 out of 3.
Look what the Spurs, did to the Thunder in the beginning of their series, and look at the outcome. So you got to stay on it from beginning to the end.
But give DeMar Carroll credit. Free agent acquisition coming in, showing what he did in Atlanta. Versatile wing player, can defend and shoot the three.
Right.
Definitely good to have him back too.
And that might be also an attest to their coaching as well. Why you can't take nobody not seriously in the playoffs. Like, I don't care what you did to them during the regular season, because things like this happen. Now you're going to play extra games that you didn't have to, put more wear and tear on your body. And it's uncalled for.
You think LeBron has been in the
Toronto
league
had a
long
good
enough to
record
know not to
against
do
them.
that?
Yeah.
Didn't
2-1.
Toronto have a better record?
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
They were
In the
2-1.
regular season.
And they actually,
So-
right. So they didn't even have success against them during the regular
And-
season. So why?
But
And
maybe
Durante's
it's-
point, Dwayne Casey was a former assistant coach in where? Dallas. When they
Won the championship.
when they won the championship.
Defensive coordinator.
So he knows what to do.
He knows
He's
how
made
to
good
do it.
adjustments though. Putting Biombo in more, putting him on LeBron even in the post,
Yeah.
giving that length, giving him a little bit of trouble. So
So, go ahead, Roger.
I was gonna say all these weapons Cleveland has. I mean, they got Fry. He's not really playing well now.
he's in the
all
doghouse.
He's all offense.
Shumpert
man.
is still not showing up. Dellavedova has went over
The
7.
enigmatic
I feel like
Cleveland
Shumpert's
bench
best season was
strikes
his rookie
again.
season.
Enigmatic Cleveland bench. One week, oh, I love them. Oh my gosh, they never gonna lose. Then this week, damn, where they at?
That goes back to what I said on the previous shows. Cleveland does not have a bench to win a championship.
They don't.
Surely don't.
Well, Oklahoma City and
They
Golden
just
State
play inferior teams.
I would still put them if Cleveland met Oklahoma City in the finals. I'll give that one to Cleveland.
I give that one Cleveland too.
And Cleveland
Me
will have
too,
home court.
man.
Cleveland
And that's
have
why
home
I was
court
like,
next series, too.
I don't want KD to go to the finals again and then lose the
Yeah.
same
No,
way.
No. If he beat the Spurs, if he beats the Spurs, Golden State, and loses to the Cavaliers, you know how bad that looks. He
It's
lost to
horrible.
to two best teams that's in
and to
basketball
LeBron
right
again,
now.
the guy that they actually put him number 2 behind for years.
His buddy.
Yeah. So
His buddy.
we'll see what happens in the East. But we do have a suspension for one game. Jones suspended for hitting Biombo.
Biz
Biz
Biombo in the groin.
Mutombo 2.0?
Does he deserve it?
It was a goon-like move. I bet. To me, it looked like it was a goon-like move.
I mean, is he going to be missed?
I mean,
Would
I
they
didn't know
really
he was going to
realize
leave,
he
be honest with
isn't
you.
Which is why it was perfect, because like you said, it was like a goon move. Like he probably went out just to do that. But I actually I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
It was at the very end of the game. It was-
Nobody caught
I mean, they
it.
showed it, and I still didn't see where he hit him in the groin.
Oh well,
So,
no, he didn't deserve to be
I mean-
a suspended fee. If it's that unclear,
It ain't like he plays anyway, so either way, I mean, what's the difference? Right?
and in that sense, it doesn't matter.
I mean, man, in fairness, all these rules that the NBA has come up with over the years, I mean, these flagrant ones, flagrant twos, and then you have all this inconsistency with the referees. They don't know what to call. Are they looking over plays and they're just like, oh well,
Man,
maybe it was a foul. I'm like,
and then they go to the video for everything.
exactly.
And it
Like
makes it
they're
look
stopping
bad,
games.
man.
Games are going a lot
man.
longer because they're going to the video 3 times a game, and they're there for a long time. They're worse than the referees in the NFL.
And then after the game, they get criticized. Oh, this wasn't right. That wasn't right.
But you know why they get criticized? Because they made the wrong decision,
Decisions, yeah.
and then they apologize for it. Like, no, a whole team just lost the game because of y'all.
A playoff game at that.
A whole game, like they can't get that game back.
nope.
Look,
That's upsetting. Like you don't.
So you saying
I
they should
couldn't
replay
imagine.
the game?
I couldn't imagine being a head coach of a team that lost like that, or any part of that organization, and be like,
And then remember, you
and
get,
apologize. Like that
Right.
does nothing for me.
and then remember, you get fined for criticizing the refs. So I mean,
Right, and they deserve all of it though.
you can't get right in the NBA, can't get right in the NFL, just can't get right, period, with these referees.
I don't know.
Oh, especially baseball. Don't get me started.
Oh,
Get me started on baseball.
Yeah, baseball would be worse some days, but
And at least it looks like, but it's action in baseball. And it looks like it's a little more action than that was.
Oh, don't make me get no door on you now.
Oh, hey,
Hey, look.
much respect to that man, okay?
Hey,
I don't want no
much.
problems.
you definitely don't,
Be
because
flying-
you see what happens when you
flying
square
to the
up.
ground.
Yeah.
He be ready to square up.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it though in the NBA, but we're gonna travel over to the West Side. We have the Thunder and the Warriors, and it seems like the champs may be in trouble, guys. What's going on?
They are in trouble and they're in trouble in the sense that Game 4 is a must-win for them, and the Thunder is funny because we were talking about this and in various conversations that I when I actually looked at this game, I thought that this was the worst loss that they had, but they did lose to the Trailblazers by 30
33, I think it was.
But see, the difference here is this is the second time the Thunder beating them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They gave him. This is the whooping after they beat them in game 1. This is a lot different. This is a different Thunder team. They're a lot more mature, especially from Russell Westbrook, and they look like a whole completely different team. Dion Waiters is out there like
your boy
making a name for himself, man. And Robeson, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Steven Adams.
And
Adams and Cantor.
And Steven Adams is taking all the blows.
Give credit
To Serge
Literally.
to Billy Donovan, rookie head coach, who's making the right adjustments, putting Cantor and Adams together, which is a dominant force that can kind of disrupt Golden
And
State
stop
because they're
that small
versatile.
lineup.
Yeah, they're versatile.
And they're running.
And they can run. They're running
Be-
big men. They're moving, running big
Because usually when the Warriors go small ball, they up and down the court. But Cantor and Adams is going with them.
men. Yeah.
I seen something in this series that I've never seen from the Golden State Warriors this year. They were forcing shots.
Yeah.
Literally forcing the
They
ball.
The
I
ball
mean,
wasn't moving. And their 2 losses, the ball has not moved.
Steph Curry, God bless his heart. He didn't know what to do out there. I mean, he went 3 for 11 at the 3-point line. I was like, what's going on?
Klay
And
Thompson
was
was
even
no
worse.
better.
Oh.
Well, Klay
And
Thompson was no
APB
better.
out for him.
That's one of the few times this year they've been cold. Remember the Lakers game that stands out? It happens. When your jump shooting team is bound to happen.
Yeah, but they was just
But the thing
forcing
is,
everything.
for
Because
them to lose,
tomorrow they can make those shots.
You guys
And
gotta
then you'll be like,
remember-
oh, it's a different series.
Can they?
for,
gotta
for-
remember,
for them
we
to
set
lose,
the
for them to
record.
lose 2 games, I mean, it's telling. And then we're seeing the elevation of Kevin Durant and Westbrook.
Well,
So-
to your point, the Thunder have 2 of the 5 best players in the NBA. You won't play a team like that in the NBA.
They should have been here.
Granted, and that's my next point. If you look at it, though, you kind of can see it may have taken 6 years, but Durant and Westbrook finally look like they figured it out together. They both got their points yesterday. Westbrook nearly another triple-double, kind of finding their grooves, knowing when who needs to take over, because they're both great players, both superstars, and also Billy Donovan, like I said. And this team looks hungrier and more motivated than the Warriors right now. I don't know what it is. Could have just caught them by surprise, but the Warriors have been punched in the mouth. And you know what they say. How do you respond?
And you know who's not taking it well? Draymond Green.
He takes
No.
every,
He had a bad
every,
game.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
every
we about
losses
to
they
get
take,
wait,
any
wait.
criticism or anything bad happen, he's like the team's biggest sore loser.
Yeah, well, we're about to get to Draymond Green. Some people were talking about a suspension, but it ended up just being a fine for Draymond Green. Luckily for the Golden State
Everybody
Warriors.
in Oakland needs to be wiping the sweat off their head.
Me personally, I think he should have been suspended. Why? Because I can go back to when LeBron was still in South Beach and the Heat played the Charlotte Hornets, and same scenario. Dwayne Wade, Ramon Sessions, same thing. Dwayne Wade was actually suspended, and you would think he would have got the superstar treatment over Draymond Green. So if he was suspended, Draymond Green deserves to be suspended. I don't believe any of it was intentional with Wade, Draymond Green, but I think a consequence is a consequence. So ask me, he should have been suspended.
And then what happened in Toronto? He got suspended.
Yeah.
So it's like, but they've been inconsistent all year.
First of
so.
all, you don't suspend one of the best players on the court.
You
NBA,
can't.
you about your money.
You just can't do that. I mean, Adam Silver wanted to show his own backbone. Pretty much, he didn't want to be like David Stern, who suspended Amari Stoudemire in 2007, just coming off the bench when he didn't, when he wasn't supposed to come off the bench.
He got suspended for that?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
got
got
suspended. That's how the
suspended
Spurs, advanced to the NBA
Suns,
Finals.
The Suns would have won a championship day.
Right. So I mean, I'm glad they didn't suspend him. I'm glad he had a backbone. I'm glad they're going to allow him to play this next game because I don't want no excuses from the Golden State Warriors if they lose or win. They need to have all their pieces together, and if they lose with everybody in the lineup.
You would think the Warriors should have the biggest motivation in the playoffs right now. They have to remember the streak which they broke, from the 96 Bulls. It therefore means nothing without that title.
I mean, I would say motivation. Oklahoma City knows this might be it. So that motivation alone, Golden State knows they're going to be together for a couple more years. Oklahoma City knows this might be it.
But let's bring it back to the suspension. Well, it was supposed to be a suspension in some people's eyes. Some people think it should have been a fine. Terrell, you already said that you think it should have been a suspension. Dee?
I agree with it not being a suspension. I mean, like we said, we know the intent wasn't there. Is it a little inconsistent? Yeah, you can make that argument, but I just don't see where he gets suspended. What will it do? The fine is cool. and move on. If it happens again, yeah, he gets whacked.
Roger?
I'm glad he didn't suspend him. I'm glad he's able to play in this game. I'm glad, that the league took a look at it and they was like, yeah, maybe he kicked him, but maybe it wasn't, it wasn't really intentional. Like he wasn't really trying to do that, but it just ended up happening. But I'm just glad he's playing. I want to see the two best teams in the Western Conference Finals duke it out the right way.
Byron?
When you think about what he did, it's something you see in the NBA every night. If you watch, faithfully like I do, you can go back to the days of Reggie Miller, look at Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant now even, Kobe's done it. They stick their leg out, trying to draw fouls, try to draw contact. I think, he didn't necessarily do it on purpose. Yeah, he maybe could have pulled back a little bit, but I think in a situation like that, he necessarily didn't think about it. Nothing that kind of hurts Draymond. And the Warriors in general, they're unapologetic. Like, they're going to be honest with you, tell you how they feel, and Draymond's the voice of that team. So, but the fact he said he wanted to go man-to-man and apologize to him, he just didn't do it in the heat of the moment because of the game. That shows me that he really didn't mean it.
Cavante?
One of the hardest things to judge is intent. But to me, that play did not look genuine. I feel like he went out his way to do that. But, like I said, can't judge intent. And he's actually pretty lucky. I'm glad he didn't get suspended because, obviously, the reports, we can see the reports right now. OKC beats the Warriors. Oh, but Draymond, you know what I'm saying?
One game, yeah.
I like Roger said, I don't want no excuses. And this is the biggest stage. Don't suspend him. But he got off because he did it before.
Mm-hmm.
So if he does it again, like D said, it's over.
Well,
it's a wrap.
Well, I'm glad you said he did it before because when watching First Take earlier, they were saying in the previous game he kind of need him. The same guy he need Adams before.
Yep,
I seen that too, and I didn't see a knee. I didn't see anything actually.
In that, it looked like he was in the same play. It looked like he was driving to the basket on both occasions, both games. I don't think there was any intention at all with Draymond. But like Cavante said, you can't really. It's hard to judge intent, and also you can't really. To me, you can't judge people. Suspending them for past aggressions like that. I mean, you're talking about just because Draymond is an emotional guy. And because he's had some incidences with his teammates, you can't really hold that.
Oh, no, I'm glad they didn't do it. I'm just saying, if they did it, they'd have pulled that reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm all for it because I need the Warriors to turn this into a series because if they don't win Game 4, this series is over, in my eyes.
Steph is their best player, but Draymond is their heart and soul, and they need Draymond.
And Draymond is as versatile as they come.
But to the Warriors' point, they've been in this position before. That's why, as one of the biggest Warriors advocates for the past 2 years, they know what's at stake here. Yeah. Steve Kerr got outcoached. They got outplayed. It happens, like you said. It's not even their largest loss of the year. So they know what's at stake. They know they got to get back to Oracle, and what that's going to take is a game. And plus, most people probably thought OKC would at least get one game at home. I'm sure we all probably thought, looking at how the series went with Game 1.
Yeah.
So they know what's at stake. They've been down 2-1 before last year to Memphis. This team still has to be beat 4 times. They're not going to panic. They know what it takes to get done. The pressure is really kind of turns to OKC now.
Oh, and to Steve Kerr, I like what he did, not wasting any timeouts. They have to understand, like, yo, they've come to play, and y'all need to wake up and feel everything that's going on right now because that was a long game. Yo, when teams are getting blown out, it's like the clock goes a little bit slower. Yeah. And I like how he did not call any time. I was like, y'all got to play through this, and y'all need to feel this pain so we could turn on the tape, and y'all don't want this pain no more. So don't come out flat. You know what I'm saying? Draymond, Steph, Clay, we need y'all to go.
Mm-hmm. Are the leaders.
I think another thing happened, too, that long layoff.
Yeah, it was like 3 days, right?
Yeah. That long layoff can hurt a fast-paced team, too, especially when you're traveling.
I'm surprised the Cavs ain't have a long layoff.
Yeah, because that Toronto series went so long.
Well, they had a long vacation entering it, so I mean, it equaled itself out regardless. Back to the Cavs and the Raptors, real quick. Do the Cavs win it in 6 or do they win it in 5? I'm gonna go around. Byron,
I say 6. I said it'd be a gentleman's sweep, meaning they win a game. So, but this team is looking like the team we saw in the regular season. Like I said, only one less game than the Cavs. They have the great home crowd. They finally figured out a way to kind of overcome adversity with that first 2 playoff series wins. So, this team is probably, going to be competitive. But question is, when they go back to Cleveland, they just fall apart after the first quarter.
Caranta?
This is definitely a home advantage type of series I see, and they have to steal one in order to win the series. They have to steal one from Cleveland, and I don't know if they will be able to do that. They play really well in Toronto, but it looks like it's only going to get them to about Game 7. So I mean, if it sticks like this, it might be in 7.
Roger?
They're 2-6 on the road, so it doesn't fare well for the Toronto Raptors. But they're going to be able to take it to 6 games. I thought he was getting swept. I had no faith in the Raptors.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me
Zero
too.
faith in them.
Yeah, me
But
too.
they've proven that they came to play
And they belong.
and they belong. They're an up and coming team, and I like their energy. I like Bismack Biyombo, rebounding, playing defense, playing real strong. But I think Cleveland is going to turn it around Game 5, and I think LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love will show up at home, and they'll be able to close it out in 6 in Toronto.
D?
I mean, I think it's going to go 7 now. I think it's going to be a home field advantage series. Cleveland win Game 5, Toronto win Game 6. It's going to come down to Game 7, and the Cavs will win at home. But Toronto, they got to re-sign DeRozan in the offseason. They need one more mini piece, man. Maybe a good number 3 scorer. If they can get that, Raptors could be something to reckon with in the future.
Terrell?
They need to get it together, or it can. I say 6, but I won't be surprised if it goes 7.
And
They
then
playing.
the finals wouldn't look good for Cleveland. They got to play a 7-game series.
Yeah, Cleveland don't want to go. You don't want to go into the final. You don't want to have to jump straight there. You want that breather. So their best bet is to hurry up, wrap this series up like they did the other 2 series, and get ready to go for the finals, which I will believe they will be in.
But to Toronto's point, they play in Canada, so a lot of people don't get to watch them nationally like this.
Who
So we're getting our
cares?
first look at them. They've been a pretty good team the past few years, and finally got it done. So it's good to see them finally, play into it. But to that point, playing on the road, your great players got to be great. Because at home, they're going to play well because they're at home. But on the road, you need your role players to step up. And the Cavs role players are kind of missing right now.
Now, if they can get a win in Cleveland, then they can, they can make a believer out of me, which I doubt will happen.
If they get a win in Cleveland, they can win the series.
Yeah. All
You know what I'm
they need
saying?
is a win in Cleveland,
Yeah.
which no team in the playoffs this year have gotten.
Yeah.
So
Nope. Not even close.
they could turn that around. And
If
they
the
could
Warriors
possibly
lost at
turn
home,
the
anybody
series.
could lose at home, though.
Yeah. Very, very
The
Yeah.
Spurs first. Remember, the Spurs lost at home first.
That
Yeah,
too,
they did.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna ask the same question for the Warriors and OKC, starting with Terrell. Do the Warriors win it in 6 or 7?
I say 7 because OKC is biting. They biting real hard. They proven that they can't stay down. Especially if OKC wins this next game, then it's time to hit that panic button. I don't care how many threes Steph can shoot. I mean, they really do not want to go down 3-1 in this series. If they go down 3-1, I do not have them winning. I don't care if he's the greatest player on 4 planets. They're not going to win the series. So, I still say Warriors in 7, but, part of me saying OKC in 7 as well.
D?
I like Golden State in 7. I think the Thunder has shown mentally they've gotten stuff together. And the big line of the key, and I said this last year during the Golden State run, Maurice Spates has got to play a big role.
He's banged up, right?
Is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
He just got some key.
He's got to play. If he can get healthy, he's got to play a better role. I call him Carlito, but Varejão's got to. These guys got to step up. These big men got to step up because they gotten out rebounded, out physical, and a finesse team need their big men to step up.
That's the name of the game.
Byron?
Oh, well, you know who I'm rolling with. I mean, come on. Is it a question?
Team light skin? That's what it is.
Oh, my God.
You said that, not me. But anyway.
The beige guys.
Anyway, I believe in the greatest shooting backcourt in history. I believe in the most versatile player in the NBA in Draymond Green. Believe in Steve Kerr. And I just think the Warriors will find a way to get this next game. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Thunder are a team that needs to be put on notice because they are definitely coming. But until I see it, I have to still say the Warriors are going to win 4 games before the Thunder win 4. So I say Warriors in 7.
So if the Warriors go down 3-1, you still gonna have that same pick?
Yeah, because the next game will be in Oracle. So,
But
you
they
know,
lost.
do you think
in
the
Oracle.
Thunder would go in there twice and win?
I mean, they lost. Hey, they won there once. They could do it again.
Uncle Raj?
Yeah, we'll see.
Man,
Uncle Raj.
I've been rooting for Steph and them this whole year. They got 73 wins. If they lose to OKC in this series, I'm gonna be crushed a little bit. But I mean, I got to give it to Durant and them, for making it this far. I thought they was gonna get swept too, but
What?
I
ain't see the
did.
broom coming.
I
ain't
thought
see the
they-
broom coming.
I thought the broom was coming out. I thought they was
Especially
ready.
the Thunder, the talent, the experience. By
Yeah.
the way, the Thunder is an experienced team.
They
It's
are.
not
They're
a-
very experienced. They that's not their first rodeo.
4 out of 6 years been in
there
the Western
before.
Conference
Yeah.
Finals.
But I'm going to stick with the Golden State Warriors. I think they're going to pull out Game 4, and hopefully it goes to 7 and they can roll with it in 7. But if the Thunder win, I mean it is what it is. But I'm sticking with Golden State.
Garante?
With the Thunder winning in Oracle, I think all of Bucks is going 7 games now.
Yeah.
Because they that was the biggest test. You know what I'm saying? Beating basically the unbeatable in they crib. But I think the Warriors will win in 7, but they absolutely have to win Game 4.
No question.
And
No question.
and see it's not time to panic yet, because at the end of the day, if they win Game 4, it's tied again. So it's like, all right, now it's a 3-game series now. You know what I'm saying? So just all the Warriors have to buckle down and win Game 4 by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, if them boys go 3-1,
It's over.
it's over.
Yeah.
But Warriors in 7.
All right, I'm gonna say Warriors in 6. I still have enough.
Ooh, they gonna win 3 straight?
I know they won 3 straight.
Oh, man.
I don't know if they gonna win 3 straight, Shorty.
The way Durant and Westbrook look,
Unless they hit a wall, like a mean wall, and his mom don't come to one of the games or something, like
His mama- his mama's a different-
don't come to the game or
Let the
something.
turnover start becoming a factor again. Yeah, I don't see
Or if Westbrook and
decides
will
that
revert back
Hero.
to
He's
oh,
gonna take every shot, and yeah. it's
But
over.
as we talked about a few weeks ago, the role players of the Thunder, do you really believe in them throughout the course of a 7-game series to stay as hot as they've been?
I believe in
And-
Cantor, man. I believe.
I don't
No.
think just
We-
like
and we-
Cleveland,
and-
I don't think the
and
Thunder
we-
has the championship.
believe in them
that
too.
year.
And we talked about waiters.
Exactly.
No, I
These
just
two
don't.
hit and miss.
No,
But
I don't
no,
believe in
he's
him.
not
I don't-
gonna
They
say
were
that.
playing at home, so of course they're going to have a lot of
I don't
energy.
believe it.
The question is, can they bring it another night when adjustments can be made?
And let's
I
remember
don't
now
think so.
this series is now, every other day now. There's no breaks.
which will work in the Warriors' favor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is find that shooting short. They'll be okay.
Oh yeah, because we all know they could catch fire even when they was down by however many points they was down. But it's like wait till the clock hit 0-0, because we know at any point Clay or Steph, Harrison Barnes, somebody could get hot, and you know what I'm saying.
Just
and
ignite
turn
that
it around.
fire.
And
That's
turn
the
this
key.
whole
The
thing
Warriors
around.
bench is the deepest in the league. They
I
got
was
to
going
show
to say
up,
that,
too.
Byron. That
They gotta
bench
show
is
up.
definitely key. You
Yeah.
need Sean
They gotta
Livingston.
show
You
up.
need Iguodala. You need Harrison
Bob
Barnes.
Bolster, too.
You need all these guys to do
Mo
something,
Spade, yeah.
especially
Mo-
play defense.
Has anybody else noticed what the Warriors' biggest weakness is?
Inside,
Physicality.
Inside.
Yeah, it's physicality.
They can't.
There's no
You
question.
know, you get physical with them,
There's no question.
they can't do anything. That's the main reason why they will never beat the '96 Bulls. You get physical with them, you can't do nothing.
Oh
Why?
no, Robin
And then the
Robin will bully anybody in their front court. So
Right.
nah, it was nowhere. They would never beat the 72-10 Bulls. Like
No.
I don't care.
too physical.
Nah.
Plus, the game was different back then too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Dennis Rodman could do whatever he want. Like he
Yeah.
gave Karl Malone fits.
He was literally the worm.
Yeah.
Seriously.
a
It's
problem.
hard to defend the Warriors because in today's NBA, you can't really even touch anybody on defense. So
Nah. And then they got so many shooters. Like as soon as you penetrate, throw it out there.
Everything-
Somebody's gonna hit the 3.
yeah,
So I mean,
or somebody gonna hit the 3 with the foul,
right.
which probably wasn't even a foul.
Yeah. So, but yeah, to the Warriors, all the games that they lost the rebounding battle, and lost it bad. So somehow, some way, they got to get their second chance points if they're going to miss like how they were missing last game. They can't. Yeah.
And those are the 3 keys to the series: turnovers, defending the 3,
Rebound.
as well as and rebounding.
Yep.
The 3 right there.
Yep.
But before we conclude this segment, I just want to ask y'all real quickly about the NBA draft lottery. the 76ers got the first pick again.
That means the big guys come into town.
Oh no.
You know how they do. They pick big guys like they going out of style.
Well, they will. Ben Simmons, he's 6'10".
He doesn't
You right.
want to go
You
there,
right.
He didn't want to go there.
It ain't
Would
about
you?
what he wants.
Would you want to go there?
It ain't about
He
what he
gonna like
wants.
the Eli. He gonna do the Eli.
He don't want to go there,
might
baby.
do-
Wait.
To the Lakers,
He
baby.
might-
Wait.
He wanna come.
He want to come home.
Wait. You think he got clout like Eli to do that?
No, he gonna do it John Elway. That's what he's gonna do.
You think he got clout to do what John Elway did?
he
I
might.
don't think so.
He might.
I don't think so. John
I don't want
Elway.
to play in Philadelphia.
Hey, Eli is a Manning, and John Elway was John Elway. This is Ben Simmons. Hey, I'm just saying, it's three different things.
I will say this: Lakers have won again because think about it. They get the number 2 pick, no pressure. You just let whoever falls to you, you pick them. Whether that's Brandon Ingram or Ben Simmons. Brandon Ingram compares to Kevin Durant a lot. Ben Simmons has an all-around game similar to that of a LeBron. Kind of has the size of a KD. And then you get Luke Walton, and then you get Brian Shaw back on the coaching staff.
That's right.
This already been a successful offseason,
right.
if you
Yes,
ask
it
me.
has.
Lakers.
But still, I need
Yes,
one more
I
thing.
know.
The guy at the top.
Jim Buss.
Jim Buss doesn't
got
coach,
to go.
and he doesn't
I don't
put the ball
care.
in the basket.
He's a stain.
That don't matter.
He needs to be
It don't
clean.
matter.
As long as he hides. As long as
Exactly.
he don't do nothing.
He's a
he
stain in
hides,
the
we can
organization that needs to go.
live with. We can have one more year bad losing, then the money next summer we can get Russell Westbrook in town.
I don't
and the
want.
Lakers
Do you really
will
want
be
Russell
going
Westbrook?
again.
Let
Lakers
D'Angelo
talk.
Russell, continue to grow.
Let Russell, Clarkson,
Hold on,
Randall, and Ingram.
Time out. You're saying that?
Yes, I'm
You?
saying yes.
What?
Yes. Let him.
How much
let-
you
Wow.
You finally heard.
I
You finally
dogged him
joined
out.
the-
I
you joined
dogged
the
him
right
out the
side.
whole year.
But you buried
But
him last year?
but
He
I want
showed
to see.
flashes.
I want to see. I want to see what he does in year 2.
Without the old man
I want to
himself.
see what he does in year 2, and if he plays well in year 2, then we don't need Russell Westbrook. We don't need him.
No, we could always use that.
No,
Trust
no.
me, it's Hollywood,
Somebody
baby.
can slide to the three.
No.
Somebody can
Yo,
slide to the three.
no, because if you bring in Westbrook, you're gonna stunt his growth. Don't do
Exactly. You don't need to do that.
I think you rock with the young players and try to get one more veteran in the front court.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
you
how
gonna-
you.
you
Whether
that's
that's
how
a
you build.
Hassan
You
Whiteside,
need a star.
someone like that.
do
That's
need
how
a
you
star.
build a team.
But you need a star in there too. It's LA. You
But I
need-
think these
That's fine.
these young players have potential if they're coached right by Walton and they got time to develop.
That's
Do
right.
it. Do
31
it. Do
next
it the
year,
right
man.
way.
31
Do it the right way. Build slow, and then when it's time for the guys to become stars, they can become stars the right way, like OKC, like Golden State.
It's gonna
Like
hurt.
San Antonio.
It's gonna be growing
It's
pains
bad
early.
years.
It's gonna be growing pains early,
Hey.
but it's gonna pay off in the end.
Like
right.
Minnesota, another team.
Minnesota's on the come up.
They got the number
Exactly.
5 pick.
Yes, they do.
Look at that.
They can get Buddy Hill, your
Buddy.
boy.
Well,
Jamal Murray, a lot of good players in the draft, I think.
It's a good year for the NBA draft.
and one more. Boston Celtics have the 3rd pick.
Man, the Celtics.
and they're coming
But
up.
that's the
big
pick
time.
you don't want in this draft, though, because it's like you get the 2 at the top, and it's like, oh man, I miss Christmas. Like,
yeah.
Hey, Chris Dunn is pretty good.
but at 3, they already got enough
Buddy
point
Hill.
guards. D.
Ah,
They got enough point guards.
So
They
is
got about
Buddy
4
Hill,
point
though.
guards.
Yeah,
Buddy
They got enough
Boston
guards.
don't
They need a
any
big
more
man.
guards.
They need a big
big
man. They need a DeMarcus Cousins, someone similar to that.
They can always trade for
Well,
one.
Andre Drummond,
No,
somebody.
They can't trade the 2 teams ahead of them, though. The
Exactly.
2 teams ahead of them ain't happening.
They get Dwight Howard. He'll be there.
They didn't get the Coward.
That is true.
Be respectful. Speaking of Dwight.
Well, we did our Twitter poll last week with Dwight Howard asking where should he go. Should he go to D.C.? It was
Stay in Houston.
Is Cancun an option?
Atlanta.
Oh, no. Hey,
Atlanta.
He said he went on vacation to Cancun,
Yeah.
too.
Can he
right?
go play in China?
It was
Can he
it
go
was
play in
Leave
China?
that one alone.
Houston, D.C., Dallas, or Atlanta, and most people have him in your hometown, Cravante,
No,
D.C.
they don't. No, they
at
don't.
55%.
No, they don't.
Cavante was rigging the vote and he
Yeah.
kept clicking.
Uh-oh.
He kept clicking. He kept clicking.
It was-
Hey, I don't want him in DC. No, that wasn't me. I voted.
Cavante.
I voted for Atlanta.
It was
Cavante.
it was Houston at 0, DC at 55%,
Hey.
Dallas at 0, and Atlanta at 45%.
Should have voted again.
Hey, can you see Dwight one of them wizard hats on? You know?
Stop.
Cavante.
Why are we doing this?
Oh, he'll be like a wizard because
At
he'll
this
disappear
point,
as soon as he get there.
I don't even care. If he comes to DC, I'm not gonna be mad.
Nope.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
going to
be
be no because he's not bringing nothing. He's not bringing nothing.
My thing is this: who's gonna be that shooting guard? That's what I want to know.
Because Bill talked about he wanted a max deal, and I'm like, nah, player,
Nah.
you don't stay. You can't stay on the court.
Nah.
And the thing is, in the NBA, though, somebody's going to give it to him.
Oh yeah, somebody's going to. Can't
That's
be
the
us
set.
though,
Money's
because
going up.
I tell you, I'm thinking as a GM, I don't play. I don't pay guys who injury prone, and I don't pay one hit wonders.
Would you guys? Would you hurt guys do, y'all?
Yeah, they
Stay hurt.
There you go.
Hey, Rose, that boy in Chicago. So, and speaking of boy in Chicago, the other guy, Jimmy Butler. Hey, I'm for the trade.
Sign and trade.
I'm all for it.
Sign and trade.
I'm all
The
for it.
Bulls would
I will take
continually
him.
disappoint me if they
Look, Jimmy Butler and Dwight Howard together with John Wall.
that could make some noise, especially
Butler
John
would
Wall.
probably fight Dwight. Like I
That's
don't
fine.
want that problem.
That's fine. Maybe
no,
because
Dwight is just gonna curl up.
I don't
Dwight
know.
not gonna fight back. He's just gonna curl up, and I don't want. He's soft. I don't
He
want him
needs
in
a
DC.
foot. He needs a foot in his behind. Seriously.
No, because he gonna curl up on his behind.
I'm telling you, that's
Nah.
all he needs is
They
a
paying
foot.
Gortat $60 million. Let him rock.
Thank you, please and thank you. I don't want no cowards.
No,
in my
no Dwight
city.
at power forward spot.
No cowards
Over
in my
Nene?
city. No power. No cowards
Sure?
in my city. No.
Over Nene? Okay.
No.
I'll take that.
I mean, legit. The
He's
way
jumping from time. He's jumping from place to place for a reason.
the way John Wall plays, that would be a good fit for him in DC.
Be a good look.
Even I can't front with that. And I'm not even a Dwight Howard fan.
Nope.
But
Me neither. But
Nope.
he's been on one of my teams. And
Nope. Cause see, y'all looking at potential, and he ain't got it.
He,
That's not my. Y'all still thinking about Orlando.
Hey, Cavante.
Dwight, no.
They missed
He's
the playoffs.
long. We
this
is
year.
far removed from that.
They missed the playoffs this year. I want them to go back to the playoffs
He not gonna help.
by any means necessary.
Dwight
not gonna help.
Howard would help.
No, he's not.
He would help in DC.
He will help. He'll help.
I
He
think
would
in the
not
East he
gonna
would
help.
help, man.
Yeah, yes,
Maybe
Nah.
not in the West, but in the East, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he can help the
And,
Lakers.
I'm not just trying to make the playoffs. I'm trying to at least
I
get to
think
the
the
Eastern
worst
Conference
thing Dwight
Finals.
Howard
I
did
don't
do
think he's
was go
gonna.
to
He's
the
not gonna
West.
put
You
it
gotta
over the
walk.
top.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
No, we're not that far from moved from a team. Like we just had a lot of injuries, and we still went 41-41.
Do you trust Ernie Seinfeld? Though?
Okay, we got other problems. Now we're going to other issues.
Seinfeld.
But no, Dwight Howard's not gonna put us over the top. So
The gym
nah,
about
I'm good.
nothing.
I think playing. I think
GM
playing
about
with Kobe
nothing.
threw his confidence away. Oh man.
Oh, your confidence? No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want him. You told put a foot in. He's not that type of player.
Well,
He's not that type of player, man.
Well, we're never gonna change your mind. That's for sure.
Nah, no.
we see. We're not.
I don't
gonna
even think
change
he'll
his-
help. Y'all saying he'll help? He's not gonna help.
With or without him, we all know the Wizards are still not going to do anything.
See, Byron, now.
Thanks
now,
a lot,
Cut
Byron.
the mics. Cut the mics.
Well,
About to
we
get real.
actually we are about to cut the mics because we're actually about to transition to our next segment. But before we go to break, make sure y'all answer our Twitter poll. What matchup would you like to see in the NBA Finals? The Warriors versus the Cavs, OKC versus the Cavs, the Warriors versus the Raptors, or OKC versus the Raptors?
What if OKC versus the Raptors happens?
That is going to be
The
whack.
NBA is going to cry, man.
What if that
It's gonna
happens?
cry.
The question is, what jersey would
think the
Drake
Ra-
wear?
TV
'Cause he hang
ratings
out with
are
Durant.
definitely
He hang
going
out with
down.
Durant, and he's a
You don't
Toronto
have a double
guy.
shirt on.
Okay.
Toronto the front. Toronto the back.
The half
And
jersey.
I think that would make it worse.
No, he be talking about he recruiting them to come to Toronto.
the half jersey. Nah, man.
But shout out to Toronto, beautiful city.
You been there?
Views from the
Beautiful
six.
Beautiful
Who's on the
city.
six?
Have a lot of friends.
Brilliant.
Did you view it?
We ain't gonna put that
I just
bad
want
on
to shout out my
blast like
people in
that.
the north. Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's right.
All right, y'all. On the other side of this break, we're going to get into some WWE.
How you doing?
Wait a minute. Before we go to break, D, come on.
Oh, yes. When we come back from break, don't you dare be sour. The positivity is coming at you on the Flex Zone on Fox Sports 1348. Fox Sports 1340 AM listeners, we present to you now Caravante's Fun Facts, sponsored by...
The Amazon link at the top of Fox Sports 1340 AM. We all are Amazon users, and we love Amazon. You can get a variety of items at a nice discount, all items from A to Z. LeBron James passes Jason Kidd for third all-time in career playoff assists with 1,266. Tyronn Lue surpasses Pat Riley for the most postseason wins for a rookie head coach with 10.
And we're back, y'all. Gonna talk a little WWE.
Flex, Zone Rocks. Flex, Zone Rocks.
We already see that D is live for it. We got the usual suspects when we talk about WWE, of course, myself, Roger, and D. It's a lot going on within the state of professional wrestling right now. Right now, we got the McMahons running Raw, the son and daughter of Vince McMahon, Shane and Stephanie, running Raw. How do you feel about them running Monday Night Raw?
I think it's been good so far. Stephanie is playing the tweening role, so she's playing more of a baby face. We haven't quite seen her do that since when she was the GM of SmackDown 02, 03.
Wow.
03.
That's a long time.
That's a long time to be a heel.
Yeah, she's been kind of playing the heel ever since. So it's a different dynamic, Shane and her. We know eventually one's going to turn on the other, and we're going to get something either at SummerSlam or Survivor Series. But leading into it might not have been good with Vince leading into how Shane stayed, but it's been good TV right now between them two. And USA Network, I know, is loving that.
What do you think, Roger?
I like it. We're seeing different types of matches. We're not seeing the same match over and over again. I mean, there's a lot of positivity, around the WWE fans. With the WWE fans, people are loving the AJ Styles and Roman Reigns feud, and although they still don't like Roman Reigns, but that's a whole different story. But I mean, it's been a lot of uplift to the show, and I like the fact that Shane is running the product now, or him and Stephanie together. It's just something that the WWE needed for a while because it was getting a little bit stale. So I'm glad that Shane is stepping into that role where he's running the company.
If you had to choose one to run Raw, who is it, Shane or Stephanie?
Oh, man.
That's tough.
I feel like this could be a Twitter poll question in itself.
This could
right
be,
here.
yeah. I think Stephanie's great on the mic, and I think Shane's great with being like the in-ring person when it's more than one person. But the Curry, I would say Stephanie maybe more, but Shane has a role in it too. That's why both of them do play off each other well.
Oh, man, that's a tough question for me because I actually like Stephanie. They say that she buries people, but I don't see it that way. I think she's just hilarious. But I would like to see what Shane can do, on his own without Stephanie before I can make that decision a little bit more. Because I think Shane has got it. I think he has the fans' attention. I think everybody's loving what he's doing with his direction. The talent is, feeling uplifted. So I want to see what Shane can do.
Well, my money is on Shane O'Mac, so.
Why?
I just like what he's been able to do with the mixing up the new matches and everything that's going on with the WWE. Moving forward, I like it. But speaking of liking things moving forward, they're calling this the new era of wrestling, bringing people such as AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn along. How do y'all feel about what they call the new era of wrestling?
I kind of hate when they try to drive the era thing down your throat because you want it to happen organically. You don't want it just for someone telling you it's something new. I would say this new era really had its baby steps with Daniel Bryan, and then from there it went with CM Punk leaving and the influx of NXT. I would call this the NXT era.
Hate to cut you off real quick, D, but there are rumors that CM Punk may return.
Hey, look, he need to be calling Vince. I hear his UFC training's not going so well. He needs to give Vince a call.
Roger, how do you feel about the new era of wrestling?
I like it. I think the fact that they get the talent into NXT, they train them for about 2 or 3 years until they're ready, and then they bring them into the main roster. It's really refreshing to the brand of wrestling. You have Apollo Crews, who's on, who's doing this thing now on TV, and they brought up the tag team. What's the tag team?
Enzo
Enzo,
big cast, boy,
yeah.
That's
well, they also brought up the Vaughn Villains.
Vaughn Villains, yep, and they, of course, they when they was back in NXT, the Shield, brought up all those guys.
Yep, Corbin, Baron Corbin.
So I just like the way that they're doing things now. I mean, it's more refreshing. More guys are being noticed on television. It's not the same old John Cena this, or Kane that, or Big Show this. It's new and it's refreshing, and it's good to see different people in types of situations that you never thought would make it to the main roster.
I mean, whoever thought AJ Styles and Kevin Steen / Owens would be on the WWE roster?
Yeah,
not me.
There were moments when we thought we would never see that ever happen, but we're getting ready to Sami Zayn, who was El Generico,
right?
Now in WWE facing Kevin Owens with a
Fowler
few.
To come up at some point here soon. I mean, AJ Styles in a main. I know we're about to talk about Charlotte, but in the main event role, man, I never thought it.
Well, we were talking about the new era of wrestling. Before the new era, there was also the Divas Resolution, which kind of was the same deal as them forcing it on us and instead of just letting it happen. How do you feel about the women's division?
I know some injuries going on with certain women. I know Sasha has a concussion.
Naomi with the torn tendon.
Yeah. Tamir had to have surgery. I mean, the word is they want to do a women's Money in the Bank match. So hopefully get some of these women back. We just had Emma come back from NXT, but she got hurt. Looked like she was about to get a push. And this is probably the best era of women's wrestling because you have many women that can go. It's not a handful. You have about maybe 10 women that can go and wrestle.
I agree with D. I mean, I never seen these many women get these many opportunities in wrestling, as far as showing their skills in the ring. They were pretty much just beauty pageant women who came out with the guys, just to escort them around the ring. But now you got true athletes that can go out there and do their thing. As D said, Sasha Banks, Charlotte.
My favorite, Sasha Banks.
Paige,
Paige.
I mean, Naomi.
That's
I mean,
right.
these girls can really go. They're really legit. And that's a good thing.
Charlotte, the champion right now.
I mean, we seen at WrestleMania, the women's match may have stole the show.
It did. I thought it was the best match on the card by far. I mean, it's fun to see, and it's nice to see also some of the Talia's been there a long time, Alicia Fox. Incorporate them too. They can go, and I hope we do get the women's Money in the Bank match. It would be great.
It'd be
I hope
interesting
so.
to see who also would be participating in it as well. Well, we have right now the Roman Empire.
Yes, the
Roman
bloodline.
Reigns, since winning the belt back at WrestleMania, this is kind of taken off. How do y'all feel about the Roman Empire thus far in his reign?
See, those fans that talk about he can't wrestle and he not charismatic enough. I don't get it. When it's go time in the main event spot, he can go. I mean, he can go, and it takes two to tango. AJ Styles and him has had two great matches, but it's not just one guy. It takes both guys to tango, and he's done well. I thought one of Big Show's best matches ever was with Roman Reigns last year at String Rules. I mean, Reigns, he's got several moves. They haven't had him talk much on the mic. He's coming out. He's playing more of a tweening role, and now they just need to bring some maybe more heels up to get him, and we could see a double switch soon. And I think that would be great for Roman. Get a double switch, have him become a heel. People hate him, and then eventually he can turn to the babyface that the company wants him to be.
Roger?
I was on Facebook earlier today and talking to Carlos, a friend of the show. He made an interesting point. WWE the creative hasn't put him in positions to win.
Right.
To me, I mean they put him in these positions where he's like the same person that he was with the Shield. Like, he has to grow on his own. He has to become his own person, and they're not allowing him to be himself. In my opinion, he's just like a robot out there sometimes. But that doesn't mean he can't wrestle, and that's what kind of irritates me with the fans. They start booing and they start saying you suck and all this other type of stuff. But they need to let the man do his thing in the ring. But also the creative has to come behind him and showcase what he can actually do. And
Definitely agree.
And they also need to limit his talking. Maybe get him a manager that can help him with some of these situations. Don't just throw him out there to where the crowd can just eat him up and destroy him. They gotta figure out a way to turn him around. Maybe make him into a heel later on. But I mean, I still see potential in Roman Reigns. I still think he can, be a really great superstar in the WWE. It's just up to the creative to help him.
Like D said, when it's go time, he is able to go. We've seen the crowd get behind him when he faced Sheamus in the main event on Monday Night Raw when he won back the belt after losing it at the Survivor Series. He had, like you said, two good matches against AJ Styles.
I mean, let's mention the Daniel Bryan match last year he had. Man, That was a pretty good.
Oh,
match.
even the Brock Lesnar match, it wasn't a bad match.
No, it wasn't.
It was actually a decent match, better than what a lot of us thought it was going to be.
He can go. He's a really good wrestler. I mean, I just don't see. I mean, I understand that he's not really charismatic, when it comes to everything that he does. But the man can go. I mean, give him a break. He's out there trying to entertain you guys. Let that man be that man. Stop, bringing him down.
Let him live, right?
Yes, let him
Well,
live.
let's talk about the person he's been facing in the past couple main events, AJ Styles. How do you feel about AJ Styles debuting in WWE?
I mean, AJ Styles. I mean, he has a. I mean, he just has that. He has it. He's had it everywhere he's been. TNA,
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. He's had it
New
everywhere.
Japan
New
Wrestling.
Japan Wrestling. I mean, this guy is just money, and he pretty much helped Roman Reigns through this little phase that that when he got the belt, the belt back, they was able to put him with AJ Styles, where he was pretty much safe in the ring. They both was able to get off their move set and entertain the crowd. I mean, AJ Styles just helps people get over. He's a great wrestler, and hopefully one day he gets the belt, put on his waist, and so he can be a legitimate WWE champion. But I mean, I like the fact that the club is involved now. I like the club, the Bullet Club, but it's just called the club now on the WWE.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a second.
But I mean, AJ Styles is he's great to see. I love him.
I mean, what do you think? AJ Styles is probably the first legit free agent they probably WWE's probably ever brought in the sense that he makes it look like it's a fight. It's not just someone wrestling for jokes or other stuff. He's out there to win, and it looks legit. I mean, it looks legit. His moveset. You got the Styles Clash,
The forearm.
You got the calf crusher. I mean, you got 3 legit moves. And when the last time you seen a guy with 3 legit finishing moves that at any point he hit him, it's over. And what helps Roman Reigns too, like Roger was saying, it legitimizes him being this dude that can come out here and he's a butt kicker. He can beat you down. He can hit you with a variety of moves and take you out. And sometimes the chemistry, you don't expect it, but then once it happens, it's magnificent. With them two, it has been some good matches.
What about the Bullet Club, or now called the Club?
Yeah, Anderson and Gallows. I mean, we'll see what they do on the tag team scene. I mean, we know that he has some history with Finn Balor. We could bring that history up. Never know, they might help out Seth Rollins in the future. I mean, it'll be interesting to see them entangled in the WWE storyline because we know Gallows was there at one point.
With CM Punk.
Yep, with the Straight Edge Society. So I want to see what they do, them guys. Will they go out of the New Day, perhaps? Will they the Wyatt family maybe once they come back? It's options, and that's the good thing we haven't seen in wrestling in a long time. It's options for different fresh matchups.
And definitely the tag team division is pretty much really helped with them involved in it because people love the Bullet Club from TNA.
No, from
New Japan.
And Ring of Honor.
Well, people love the Bullet Club and they want to see what they can do in the WWE arena as far as how much of a push they're going to get. But yeah, I think it's endless for what they can do.
All right. Coming up is the return of several WWE superstars. Randy Orton, his timetable is unclear right now. Bray Wyatt, his timetable is unclear. John Cena, May 30th next week.
Next week, Memorial Day.
And Seth Rollins returned to Extreme Rules. Thoughts about the returns of these superstars? Anyone you're looking forward to in particular?
Well, Seth Rollins already got my attention when he pedigreed Roman Reigns last night for the let everybody know that he's back and he's ready to roll to get his championship back. He's pretty much. I thought he was gonna come back maybe around SummerSlam. I didn't think he was gonna come back this early, but it's good to see him back, and I'm glad that he's back. They need another guy that's a superstar that can help, push the WWE. But also John Cena, it would be fresh to see him back too. I mean, he's missed a lot of time. This injury to his arm was devastating a little bit, because he came back from he came back from vacation and then he just got injured again. So John Cena coming back is always refreshing, you know, because he's been there. He's a veteran. He's pretty much the leader of the locker room. People, you know, backstage love him. And Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, hopefully soon they come back, maybe before SummerSlam, because they've been pretty much missed, especially Bray Wyatt. Who doesn't love his promos when he's on the mic and he's you know, just going off. And of course Randy Orton, I mean, he's a tweener and he just does whatever he wants to do. And I would love to see an RKO on somebody's behind.
Like we say, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, perhaps. AJ Styles, Cena. You know, you have matches there now that some people thought would never see, but since you've seen them now, it's a chance to see them. Orton, I think, should come back as a bad guy, actually. I mean, they have enough baby faces, good guys. Orton come back one night, like Rod said, hit that RKO on somebody unexpected, and that would really get. I would say somebody, maybe Dean Ambrose, perhaps, maybe with him, it'll get somebody going. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do with the Wyatt family, because they turned into baby faces before Wyatt got hurt. We already had Luke Harper out, so if all four of them come back, maybe bring Brock Lesnar, perhaps you can explain it once again once he comes back. I think it'd be great money at SummerSlam.
For me, the return, I'm most curious to see Bray Wyatt and to see what the future holds for him in the WWE. I would love to one day see him as a WWE champion.
Yeah, he's got the whole world in his hands, right?
He does. Literally.
Before we conclude, we definitely let's touch on Cody Rhodes being asked to release himself. Roger, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the forefront.
I mean, I was kind of shocked to hear that. Cody Rhodes has been there for almost 10 years. He's known to be a pretty cool guy in the locker room. Never had any troubles backstage. Always did what he was supposed to do when he was asked. It just kind of threw me off. And plus, I didn't know that creative wouldn't let him become Cody Rhodes again off of his Stardust gimmick. I thought he just wanted to be Stardust, you know, because of his dad. But obviously they had a clash, and he didn't want to be Stardust anymore, and he wanted to move on with his life and his wrestling, take his wrestling to another organization. But I mean, I enjoy Cody Rhodes in his time in the WWE arena. I thought he was very charismatic. I thought he could have been the potential to be a WWE champion maybe one day down the line, but it just wasn't happening. But yeah, this was a real shocker. I hope maybe one day down the future he comes back, you know, off of a break, and maybe he has a chance to, you know, still fulfill those opportunities. But until then, I hope wherever he's at, I hope he's happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he was very happy after his dad passed away.
D, I'm gonna let you conclude it.
I mean, with Cody, it was sad to see that the creative wasn't good for him. I never thought he would be a WWE champion, but I thought he would always be in that mix, getting guys over, having the bloodline, knowing how to get guys over. Hopefully he can go to New Japan, Ring of Honor. You can make some decent money there and keep doing. I think remember when he was dashing Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
I think acting wise he could be good in that role too. So
yeah, he did mention that in his letter that maybe he could be an actor.
Wish the best to him and Wade Barrett too. You know, Wade Barrett probably go on the independent scene. He'll probably do up to one as well as Sandow also.
We'll see. This won't be the end of our WWE segments. We will continue to do these. You've been listening to The Flex on Fox Sports 1340 AM, the only place you can get sports how you want it, when you need it. Don't forget to answer our Twitter poll asking who would you like to see in the NBA Finals, the Warriors, the Cavs, Warriors versus Cavs, OKC versus the Cavs, Warriors versus the Raptors, or OKC versus the Raptors. We want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, follow The Flex Zone on Twitter and Instagram at The Flex Zone 1. as well as Periscope at the Flex Zone 1. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our senior producer is Cavante Hurd. Our executive producer is Andre Melton. I've also been your host tonight. Our coordinating producer is Sophia. Our social media coordinator is Bree. Our engineer is Ty. And our editor/videographer has been Terrell. Next week, tune in as we discuss baseball, y'all. This is the Flex Zone. And on that note,
Like that?
we
gone.
Peace.